Okay, hi folks, I'm King Blacktooth and this is the location test mod for E.Honda. So to begin with, he's got the delayed wake up that all the characters will have. So basically, same as before, it can still be done on soft knockdown, which it shouldn't be able to. But you hold heavy punch when you get knocked down and you'll stay down for 19 extra frames at the moment. And he's also got a red focus attack, so you use medium punch and medium kick and heavy kick together. And he looks like that. So basically Honda just spits at you quite a bit, and that's his version. So the same rules apply. Level 1 does not crumple, maximum level does, and they're the only two levels, and it comes out slightly faster than the normal focus attack. It costs 2 meter to use and can absorb 12 hits, and if you FADC into it, it costs 4 meter bars and can absorb 0 hits and crumples instantly on level 1. Okay, if you choose to release it. So the E.Honda changes. The first one is close standing heavy punch. This one has got an extended upper hitbox. Now it was a bit vague, I'm not quite sure exactly, but so I just increased the hitbox vertically, and it can be better used as an anti-air at close range now if they're trying to neutral jump on you. So that's pretty good. Not that anyone ever does that, they always choose to go for EX headbutt, but that's got a bit of a nerf, so we'll see that later. So improved vertical hitbox by 0.1 on that. The next one is fast standing heavy kick on block. So that move on block is now -7 instead of -6. So a little nerf of -1 frame block advantage. Although you are really far away when they use it, they usually do a hands into it. So if they actually block it, then I don't think you're going to get punished really. The next thing is jumping forward medium punch. So that move got its hurt box reduced. Now it didn't say where or what, so I just basically shaved off 0.5 all around again until that gets clarified. So hopefully it won't get anti-aired as easily or air-to-aired as easily. Basically just a small reduction all around on being hit. The next thing is jumping forward medium kick. So that's got one more active frame, and I added it to the end, so it's got a little bit easier to use if you do it very early on. Just one frame though, it's probably not going to make too much of a difference to anyone. The next thing is Sumo Splash. Now I had a look, I'm not a Honda player, and I assume that's Sumo Splash, which actually is called Sumo Slam. But it's got one active frame, so I was a bit confused about this one. I don't see where the active frames would be useful, and it didn't specify where. So basically I added the active frame to the end of the rising animation. Now I can change that if you would think the active frame should be on the start of the downfall or something, so that's what was confusing me. So I'll wait to see what you guys say about that and change it accordingly. The next thing is fast standing heavy punch. So that move, the tip of it, because it's got 2 hitboxes, the close one hasn't changed. Oops, that one, still 120. But if you hit max range, it's now been changed to 90 from 80. So a little 10 damage increase there. The next thing is Ultra 1 startup. Is now 8 frames instead of 11. Okay, so that got a little bit of an increase in startup, which means you can combo from heavy punch hands into the Ultra 1. It's pretty tight, and I don't know if it's character specific. I tested it on Balrog and it seems to work. So the next thing is his Ultra 2 is 1 frame faster startup. So that means it's a 1 frame startup now. So it's like Zangief's Ultra now, so that's really good. So it comes out 1 frame faster, which means it can now punish -1 block advantage on the opponent. So for example, we all know now that Bison's light hit scissors are -1. So unfortunately we can grab Bison's light hit scissors on block now. Unfortunately for Bison. It also got a range increase, so that would also help if Bison space it out wrongly. You might be more likely to catch them, because obviously that's point blank. And it's now changed to a 720 motion rather than 2 half circles. So a little bit better maybe, I'd say. A lot better in terms of the 1 frame. It makes it a really good Ultra now, on par with Zangief. So the next thing is EX one of those. It's Oshio. It's now got 5 invincible frames, so it's invincible until its active frames come out. Obviously this is not going to help if they're doing Shoryukens and stuff because they're off the ground. That's the only thing you really need to be careful of now, is if they leave the ground or they're airborne when they're attacking you. The next thing and the last thing is EX Headbutt now has reduced push block on block. So if they block it, it doesn't go as far at all. It can be punished massively. Okay, so let's show this. So what you'll see is he's not really moving very far at all. It's dramatically been reduced. And he can get punished by Akuma's sweep. It's still quite tight. If you blink it, it's more likely to catch him. And also Evil Ryu's crouching medium kick. Other characters can punish him. Goken can punish him with crouching light kick, although he can't really go into anything else. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kami could punish him with a kick, and probably quite a few characters can punish him now. So that's a dramatic nerf, really. But I guess the point is, don't do an EX Headbutt unless you're sure it's going to hit. The main issue where that may be a bit vague, you don't know if it's going to hit or not, is that when you do jump-ins, Hondas like to do EX Headbutt because of the invincibility frame. So if they mess that up, they're probably going to get punished for it. And apart from that, I don't think they throw out EX Headbutts too often. So I don't know, we'll see about how that affects Hondas. Anyway, so that's all of Honda's changes. I hope you enjoy them, have a good play around with them. There should be some interesting combo opportunities with that Ultra 1, possibly, off hands. But tell me what you think, and thanks for watching. Evil Ryu is next, and then after him, I'm doing Fei Long, and after him, I'm doing Kami, and then that's where my shortlist has ended. So then we're on to more characters, which are still undefined. Thanks for watching. So when you want to install my mod, you need to download the mod in the download link in the video, and then extract the file. You'll have your character name changes, so a nice readme to let you know what I've changed and how I changed it, and installation instructions if you don't want to listen to me. And you'll have a character name.bac and character name.bcm. So the next thing you need to do is find your Capcom directory, because your Super Street Fighter 4 files will be in there. Mine's in the C drive in program files, but if you bought it on Steam, it'll probably be in your Steam directory somewhere. So you go in to Super Street Fighter 4. Now you've got some patch 1.07 and patch 1.06. You need to find the one with your most up-to-date character. For example, if we were doing Sagat, his most up-to-date one would be in 1.07, as well as Ryu, Yuri, Dudley, DJ and Cody. But most characters are in 1.06. The character I'm doing is in there, and most characters are. I'll mention it if it's in 1.07. So you go in, and then you go into Battle, Regulation, Latest AE, and then you find the character we're doing. I'm doing Bison, which has got the name Vega at the moment. And so you'll have the character name.bac, character name.bcm. And all you need to do is, I recommend making a backup and copying those files in and rename them original, just so you got them as backup. And then you just copy over my ones into there, and that will allow you to play as my modded version in arcade mode, training mode and versus mode. So you can have some fun. If you've got local friends to play with, you could update 2 characters that I do and then fight against each other with the new changes. That would be quite interesting. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I hope that has helped.